Hi everyone, this is daveac and this is my vblog 174 for Friday the 18th of November 2011. Friends, children, who and wine. And some of them in need, of course. Yes, it's children in need going on here in the UK as I speak, and more a little bit about that later. My vblog will be under 15 minutes long. There will be a wine at the end, and it might be slightly shorter than that indeed. Let's get through the normal starting procedures, and this is a vblog after all. It's a sort of a video diary of things I'm doing. So let me start with, of course, podcasting. And I'm going to start with the Cult and Collective first today. I'm going to start with the Doctor Who Podshock, with Lewis, Ken and James. Just to say that they have put out another episode of Podshock, and that is episode 260. Graham Sheridan is along with Lewis, Ken and James on that one, so have a look out for it. But the reason I really want to talk about Podshock is for tomorrow. That's Saturday the 19th of November, because it's our, should I say, Podshock's next Second Life meetup. Yes, Second Life meetup, and it's celebrating 48 years of Doctor Who with a panel that will be online. And this is Katrina on Second Life. Remember, they've been changing the way Second Life does it. It's changing from prims or whatever they are called to a new way of doing the graphics. So it should look different. It's being rebuilt these last few weeks by tremendous efforts by Victor First Mornington and the other co-owners of the site. And the meetup goes from 1 PM to 6 PM. And that specific time, well, it's actually Second Life time, but that specific time. And so I think that equates to, from here in the UK, 9 PM in the evening onwards. And of course, there's usually a disco at the end. So that's the Second Life Doctor Who meetup with panels, chats, and dances. Let's go to the Cult and Collective. Well, we've had a little bit of a switcheroo. Let me tell you about last Sunday, first of all. Last Sunday, we did What is Your Superpower? And we quite enjoyed that. We did it a little tongue-in-cheek, and we went over 2 hours. Hope you'll give that a listen. Of course, it is up on the feeds. And then on Wednesday this week, on time, we put up episode 5 of Life on Mars. That's series 1, the UK Life on Mars. Episode 5 has gone up. Now, this coming Sunday, that's the 20th, we were going to do about invasion. That was about the Earth being invaded. But there has been some news about a possibility in a year or two's time of being another big screen adaptation of Doctor Who, another Doctor Who movie. So we've decided that on Sunday, especially with it only being 3 days of the 48th anniversary of Doctor Who, that we would do that. So on Sunday, on Torchwood ID 54821 at 2 PM Eastern Standard Time, the collective will be talking Doctor Who on the big screen. What do we think about this new idea, and what do we think of past efforts on the big screen? Hope you will join us for that, and if you can't, of course it will be on the feeds fairly soon after that. I've got a feeling that we might have another topic coming up, but sadly, because of some sad news, one of Ian's favourite cartoons growing up was Danger Mouse and Count Duckula and things like that, and they were produced by Cosgrove Hall. Well, the animator Mark Hall, co-founder of Cosgrove Hall, sadly just it's been announced that he's died of cancer, age 74. So very sad. Commiserations to his family, and no doubt soon the Cult and Collective will be having an episode about Cosgrove Hall and those animations. We'll have to schedule it sometime in the upcoming weeks. I'm assuming so with Ian's permission. Okay, I said children. I said children, friends, children, who and wine. Well, first of all, friends, there are a couple of my friends going through some difficult times at the moment. I don't want to name them on this vlog. That's not the appropriate thing to do. But if you're one of my friends, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I hope you get things sorted out and under control and sorted soon. And I'll leave it at that. Children, of course, children in need, as I said. And I'm a little bit late doing this again tonight because I was holding off. I was watching Children in Need until they played the sneak preview of the Doctor Who Christmas special. Now, I'm not going to give away the title. I'll tell you anything about it, but if you want to know a little bit more, go to doctorwhonews.net. They've already got the video link of the little preview. There was a little piece of Matt Smith's camera before that. I think I can mention about this. They are donating some of Doctor Who's clothes for auction for charity. So that was done first, and then we had about 1 minute and 5 seconds of a clip from the upcoming Christmas special. And just in case you don't want to be spoiled about that, I will say no more. Okay, we've got a wine at the end, but I'm just going to go quickly through 1 or 2 things that have caught my interest. And first of all, there's been quite a lot of tech updates yet again, and I'm just going to refer to my notes. If you are one of the people that has a blog and uses WordPress, there seems to have been quite a big WordPress update. I can't tell you the actual number. I think it's version 3.04 or something. But I must admit, when I was posting some new stuff up for the Cultdom Collective on our blog, cultdom.com, it seemed as though a few things were in different places. So if you do have a blog, be aware of that. If you're using the WordPress.com, you automatically get the updates. If you self-host your blog, of course, then you have to download an update, I believe. Another big update, if you use, like I do, AVG as an antivirus, a really big update, 50 megabyte update today. That's been upgraded for 2012, as indeed is Adaware if you use that. And a third update I had to do today, it was updated all day, and of course on more than one PC, was an update for PlayStation 3. The software on my machine now is up to version 3.73. So that was a little bit of tech stuff. And there's been quite a lot of sciencey stuff. Another thing that interests me, there's been yet another experiment at CERN that's repeated an experiment that they were thought might have been a mistake, that neutrinos might be able to travel faster than light. I think this is really exciting sort of stuff, and that is from the www.bbc.co.uk/news/science-environment, and you'll see the headlines there. Lots of interesting stuff. I don't pretend to be fully aware of what they're saying. I'm not trying to say that at all, but I do find things like that extremely interesting, as well as another science one. This was on the bbc.co.uk/news technology section. World's lightest material unveiled by US engineers. And it is unbelievable. It shows you this material balancing on the head of a dandelion. A seed pod of a dandelion, and it has great properties, it believes, and may actually be useful in forming the insides of batteries. So absolutely really exciting news that. Okay, I'm now going to refer to my paper, because I did say it's going to be a little bit shorter. Oh, 9 minutes already. Yes, one thing I posted on the Cultdom Twitter feed and also on Facebook on the Cultdom page there is because it's 10 years now since the first Harry Potter film came out. I think it came out on November the 4th, the premiere was in London, and then it aired on the 16th of November in the States. 10 years ago, 2001, I've uploaded past episodes of Cultdom Collective when we did 3 episodes covering the Harry Potter years. So we did one podcast covering years 1 to 3, mainly talking about the movies, but some of our callers did know quite a bit about the books. Then we did the second one for years 4 and 5, and then we did a third one for years 7 and 8, but of course including 3 movies, 6 and 7, with 3 movies, 6, 7 and 8, because the 7th book was split into 2 films. Hope you'll give those a listen. They are tweeted on Cultdom, and they are also on our Facebook site. Okay, well, I've got a nice little treat today. I've got another one of my naked wines. It's an £8 wine. That's what, 14 coming up for, it's about $13 or $14. It is actually one of the wines I do get cash back from. There's the wine. I hope that's in focus. I'm going to pronounce the name now. It's daveac. Daveac, I think that's pronounced. I'm going to go into focus. Freeze frame. It's a Shiraz. It's southeastern Australia. It doesn't actually have a year. It doesn't have a vintage on, which means, of course, it's using grapes from more than 1 year. And there's been some really intense black fruit flavours coming, and it's been poured out a good half hour. It's a very deep colour, and I'm getting absolute bags of fruit off here. Red berry and not cherry, but let me have a taste. That is nice. It's got that, I know it sounds funny to some people, but it's got that licorice edge that I like to the back of my Shiraz. It really does. There's a lot of, well, not a lot of times, there's a tannin structure there. It's got a long finish. It's smooth. I'll have another taste. I think you can usually tell when I like a wine. That's nice. I'm not saying it's, top-notch wine, but that is quite elegant. Let's read what it says again for you. A rich red colour with berry characteristics and a velvety texture, which makes the wine well-rounded and easy to drink. It will satisfy most discerning palates. This wine will complement pasta and red meat dishes, an ideal partner to roast. My mouth's watering as I'm reading that. That is very nice indeed, and I shall have, well, I'll actually have a lot of trouble. Although in actual fact, because it's quiz night, it's Radio Free Camelin's quiz night tonight, and that means I'll be on the computer till quite early in the morning. It might just end up all getting drunk tonight, and I'm very quickly, before we end the show, trying to find Mike's show ID. It's Radio Free Camelin, and the show ID is 72402, and that's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. That's 2 a.m. here in the UK. I was the guest host doing the quiz last week, and I think it's Darth Skeptical doing it tonight. So hopefully be a great quiz. Okay, remember, Podshock, Second Life on Saturday, and on Sunday, Cult and Collective, Doctor Who on the big screen. That's all for now. Catch you next later. And if you do, like me, watch Children in Need, I don't tend to put money on the phone. When I go to my local supermarket, they usually have great big buckets there. And although it's only a small amount, I do make a contribution there. But Children in Need, and remember, they've given the title for the new Doctor Who, and they've shown a short 1 minute 5 seconds little teaser for it. Okay, with that, catch you next week. Bye everyone.